Good morning, everybody. This is your boy, Sailor Gonzalez. How are y'all doing? Um, I'm in Bloodsoul Hall, so it is actually a secured building, but I'm in the non-secured part, so I get to show you some pretty cool stuff. Today, we're actually gonna show you the basics of the submarine. Since I'm in submarine school, this is my job for at least right now, until I'm able to cross rate, and I don't plan on being in the submarines for a good while. You know, I don't mind serving a little bit of time on a submarine. That sounds kind of cool. Nobody does it, but I want to cross right out of here. So this is what I'm gonna have to be doing for the next couple of years. Let me switch it over. What the heck? All right, I guess I'm gonna have to do it the other way. So this is the submarine. This is the nuclear reactor, and there's generally also a diesel engine. All submarines have a diesel engine, just in case if there is a loss of nuclear power. So the nuclear reactor is going to be turning and everything, and it powers the whole ship by steam power. Of course, once that thing gets hot, it's going to shoot all the way over here into the coolant system, cools down the water, shoots it back over just to cool down the engine. So there's that. There's the nuclear section. I guess this would just be the storage area for any damage control. This is where the people actually check to see if there is anything that is broken. You're going to notice it all in there. You're going to see all the dials and gauges and switches and buttons, of course. So this is going to be where you actually see if there's anything broken, anything wrong. Then they're going to call us up on the phone, say, hey, go to this area, hey, do this, hey, do that. Go fix that shit. Over here, there is the galley, and also, of course, the kitchen. Under here, I'm not entirely sure. This is only my second week, so I legit don't know a whole lot of other stuff about this. In here, I'm ETV, so I'm going to be the guy driving the submarine. So I actually get to know where we're going, when and how, and everything else. So that's pretty cool. I'm going to be working a lot with the ETRs. So those are the radio men. They're in charge of our internet and in charge of essentially what emails we get and make sure that there's no breach in security. Then we have our STSs. STSs are our sonarmen, and they are going to, distinguish, hey, was that a whale fart, or is that an enemy submarine, or is that even just another fishing vessel that's close by? We got to be able to distinguish that, because it's going to look pretty bad once the U.S. Navy, sinks a fishing vessel that was just trying to catch some salmon. All right, so there's that. This looks like more areas for of course, buttons. So I'm pretty sure this is going to be if something's off. This is probably like our main computer that we got to be adjusting and fixing. This is our missile room and torpedo room. This is where you're gonna see a lot of the FTs and our torpedo men. Essentially, their whole job is to make sure that the weapon systems are talking to the computer, so they know where they're shooting, and if they are able to actually navigate their missiles for hitting people inland and knowing where it's actually going to land. So that's all that stuff. That would have been a really cool job. Down here is our torpedo room. So this is where we have our storage and all, and that's where the torpedoes come out. Ballistic missiles shoot straight up and hit wherever we need. These are our berthings, at least in this submarine. So then once you come in here, of course our berthings are here. It's going to be a Jack and Jill. We got to get used to that. So that means that both of these places are going to be sharing the same restroom area. This looks like the chief's or even the officers' mess. So this is where they're going to be if you're going to mass. Sometimes they'll eat here, but in reality, we don't really have a whole lot of extra space in the submarines. Generally, they eat with us, the enlisted folk. So that's just how that is. If you're in trouble, you're going to come in here, and that's a very scary thing. You don't want to be there. So far, I'm pretty sure I went through just about every other rate in here, which is our jobs rates. There's really not a whole lot. There's generally a corpsman somewhere as well, and you're lucky if you have two. You're gonna normally only have one, and that's just kind of how that works. So yeah, that's about as much as I can see for this video. Here's something I thought was kind of cool. We have a small Medal of Honor thing. There's of course a lot of other submariners that have received the Medal of Honor, but this is our little Medal of Honor wall in this area. And this area is actually where you go to Captain's Mast. Scary thing. That means you broke the law. You're either gonna get kicked out of the Navy, or you're gonna get half month's pay for 2 months, maybe reduction in rank, or you're gonna be put into restrictions for 45 days or more. Generally, it's only 45 days, and you pull extra duty. Not that fun. Yesterday was my duty day, and I still had duty this morning because morning colors. Not bad though. I liked it. It was kind of cool. So that's why I'm in my dress blues. So you know, most of them are commanders. I'm not gonna go read through the whole thing. If you want, you could stop the video and read. Let's see if I can get that. I'll come back over here. Sorry for the glare in the light. I still haven't bought my new camera. And so you know who that is. They're all our officers. Just about. Another officer. And the one enlisted folk in here, Henry Below. He was a torpedo man. And Flucky. Actually, we have buildings and streets named after these people. I should read this stuff a little bit more actually, but that's just a little thing for the Bloodstone building. Bloodstone building is also where there are officers that want to be on submarines. They get trained here, and there's also the mail room, which is kind of randomly thrown here, but sure, why not? And once you do come to BES, or you're an officer, you do gotta stand watches. You gotta do UIs, which means under instruction. So once you do under instruction watches, essentially you're shadowing somebody who's doing a watch, so you could be qualified to do the watch later. Getting those quals done, kind of a big thing. You don't get those quals done, you don't get your yellow Liberty card, you can rarely leave base, and you can't drink if you're over 21, and all this other stuff. It's just a lot nicer. Oh, and you get to be in civilian clothes. I have to stay in uniform 24/7. Kind of sucks, but it is what it is. So yeah, this is actually my third video. I don't know when I'm going to post the second video because I believe I messed up. I'm pretty sure I messed up on this video, but screw it. I'm going to do it. It is snowing out here, actually. Oh, it just recently stopped snowing. Never mind. Blame the last. And here is Master Chief Bloodstone. Look at all those ribbons. That's actually a really cool belt buckle. But yes, it's snowing. I had to rig up the ensign, the POW, and the pennant. This is our mail room, and there's more stuff all the way down there. It's like a basic U.S. Postal Service. Oh, and then they also have security here. So when you get called up for your security, you got to meet them here. They're going to have a big interview, mainly just to see, are you going to be selling our secrets? Because we all have to get top security clearance because we're messing with a lot of information, stuff that nobody needs to know about, except just the people that need to know. So yeah, that's it for this video. Hope you have a great day. God bless.